Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. This is Mark with Killer Gruff with Mark, and well, welcome to my kitchen. Yes, I hope you all are healthy and happy, and I hope things are going well during these tough times that we are living in today. But believe me, it will get better. Persevere, be strong. Anyway, so today we are going to make a dessert. And this is a dessert that was probably growing up this is a dessert when I was growing up was probably one of my absolute favorites. And I've loved this, oh my God, forever. And for years and years and years, I thought it was just probably super incredibly difficult to make, and so I never tried it. And then, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, I finally gave it a try. And I made it, and I realized that it's really not that difficult at all to make. Actually, it's very quick and easy to make. And the dessert that I'm talking about is chocolate mousse. And chocolate mousse is different than chocolate pudding or anything like that. Chocolate mousse is super rich and chocolatey, but yet it's light and airy and fluffy. The word mousse is a French word which means foam. So la mousse means the foam. And chocolate mousse would mean chocolate foam. It is supposed to be light and airy and fluffy, but yet deep, rich chocolate flavor. So I'm going to show you how to get that wonderful, fluffy, rich chocolate mousse. So let's not waste any more time yabba dabbing, and let's get to cooking. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I don't have a bain marie, whatever fancy shit, excuse my language, but I don't have any of that fancy stuff. I want to explain something real quick. We are going to make our own little double boiler, and we're going to melt the chocolate and the butter, okay? Because basically what you're going to do when you make a mousse is you basically are going to make kind of a ganache. With or without the cream, that's up to you, okay? I'll tell you your choices, but I'm going to make it without the heavy cream. So what we're going to do is, what you want to do is you want to get a pot, you want to get enough water in there so that you have enough water to get hot, but it doesn't touch the bottom of whatever bowl you're going to be putting in there, a heat-proof bowl, okay? And what you want to do is you want to get that water hot. You don't necessarily have to bring it to a boil, because you are not going to have the heat on when the chocolate is in your bowl. And I'll explain why. It's way too easy to burn the chocolate that way. And I know it's going to melt. You probably won't know if you burned your chocolate or not. If you get it too hot, it'll change the flavor notes in that chocolate. So we're going to avoid that. You're going to get your water hot, okay? You're going to add your chocolate. This is 5.5 ounces of dark chocolate. I'm using Ghirardelli dark chocolate melting wafers, okay? And put your chocolate in the bowl, okay? And you can add your butter right now if you want to, or you could wait, all right? Either way it works. So I'm going to add the butter. There's 3 tablespoons of butter I've cubed up, okay? 3 tablespoons of butter cubed up in that, okay? And the butter's been sitting out here on my counter. So now I'm going to turn the heat off. Okay, I'm turning the heat off. I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to take a towel, and I'm just going to kind of lay the towel on top of it, okay? And I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes, okay? While we're doing that, over here, I've got 3 eggs. I separated the yolks from the whites, and I'm going to put the egg whites into my mixer, okay? And if you have cream of tartar, you can put about 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar in there. I don't generally use it, but you can, okay? And then we'll start mixing your egg whites, okay? In this measuring cup, I have 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to wait until the eggs start to fluff up a little bit, and then I'm going to slowly start adding the sugar, okay? Right, they're starting to fluff up a little bit, so I'm going to add in a little bit of the sugar. We're going to whip up the egg whites, not to the hard, stiff peak like you would make meringue. We want the egg whites to still be shiny but firm, okay? Add some more sugar. Take a look at the chocolate. Chocolate's starting to melt. Add some more sugar. We'll go ahead and add the rest of the sugar. Alright, and let that rock and roll. Alright, I think our egg whites are whipped up. I think. Let's check them out. Let's take a look. I think that's perfect. See, they're shiny. See if you can see that. They're still shiny, but they're, look at it. It's got a kind of a stiff peak to it, but it'll fold over. So that's just about perfect right there. Okay. We don't want super stiff peaks. Okay. We just want them whipped up nicely. Okay. All right. So got our eggs whipped up, our chocolate's melted, okay? Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna whip up our eggs, okay? All right, we're just gonna get our eggs mixed up. Our chocolate is still hot. It's still sitting on top of that hot water. Just one thing, because we're not cooking any of this, all right? Make sure, because we're putting egg white and egg yolk in it, that you use very fresh eggs, okay? That's the important part. Now, in your egg yolks, if you're gonna do a flavor, now would be the time to add that, okay? I'm going to put in some vanilla I made using Captain Morgan spiced rum and Tahitian vanilla beans. Okay, so it's Tahitian rum vanilla extract. Okay, I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of that. Okay, this is completely optional. Okay, you do not have to put this in here, okay? There's another thing that I'm going to put in the chocolate. All right, this I'm going to put in the chocolate, and this is espresso powder. All right, it won't flavor your mousse like coffee. The espresso powder will enhance the chocolate flavor. Okay, so I'm going to put this into the chocolate, and I'm going to put, here's our chocolate, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. And like I said, this won't make our chocolate mousse taste like coffee. I mean, I love coffee, but you could also say put cinnamon, grind up some fresh cinnamon in there. There's a lot of things you could do. Whatever sounds good to you will probably be delicious, okay? Okay, this bowl is still pretty warm, but I'm gonna mix up our chocolate and our coffee, okay? Okay, now I'm going to put in the egg, and let me mix the vanilla in there. It smells so good. I never had made vanilla extract using rum before, and I just tried it, and it really, really turned out good. Okay, so now let's put our eggs in there, okay? Okay, draw eggs in there. Okay, we'll mix that up. Now this chocolate is still pretty doggone warm. Okay. See, there's our chocolate. Looks beautiful, right? Nice and shiny. And yep. Okay. All right. Now, next step. Got our egg whites. What we're going to do is, I'm going to take like one, maybe just a little bit more of our egg whites. And I'm actually gonna mix them in here into the chocolate. And in this particular batch of the egg whites, you can go ahead and use your whisk to whip them in there, okay? Okay, you're not worried about breaking down the egg right now, the egg white, okay? Just get that all mixed in there, real good. There we go, okay. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to take half of the egg whites, put them in a bowl. Now we're going to fold them in. And the way you fold is you slice down the middle and then come back over, turning your bowl the entire time, okay? So you slice in the middle, turn your bowl in the middle. You're not stirring it, you're cutting and folding. Cutting and folding. Cutting and folding. Cutting and folding. And the reason you do it like this is you don't want to flatten out the egg mixture. You don't want it to lose all that air that you whipped up into it, all right, when you whipped up your egg whites. You don't want to lose all that air because that's the fluffiness in this, okay? So you're just gonna cut and fold it in. Cut it and fold it in. And you want to keep doing that until it's incorporated. There's gonna be white streaks in it, okay? There's gonna be white streaks in it. That's okay, okay? Just keep doing it until you don't have big, huge chunks. Okay, now I'm going to put the rest in here. Okay. And the same as before. Cut, fold, cut, and fold. And we're just going to keep doing that until it's incorporated. If the white streaks bother you, mix it a little bit more, okay? But you just, what you're really trying to avoid is you're trying to avoid flattening all that air out of the egg whites that you whipped in, okay? Because that's gives it that fluffiness, okay? You know, this is probably the part of making chocolate mousse that takes the absolute longest, is this part right here. Is folding in, because you don't want to mix it. Because if you mix it, you're gonna smash all that air out of the egg whites. So you just don't want to mix it. So you got to take your time and fold this in until you get what you're looking for, okay? You get the consistency. There we go. See? Take a good look. All right? There it is, okay? Now, we'll put it in our bowls, okay? So I'll get some kind of a dig-on spoon. And there's gonna be, and I guarantee you, there is lumps, small, but there's gonna be lumps of egg white in here. Just about guarantee it, okay? Let me take, I'm using these ramekins because I have a whole bunch of them, okay? Now I'm starting to stop right there. And I'm going to put a little surprise right down in here in the middle, a candied pecan. I'm not going to fill it all the way up to the top because I plan on making some Madagascar bourbon whipped cream to go along with this, okay? Okay, there we have our 3 ramekins. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap, put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, probably until tomorrow morning, or tomorrow, okay? And then I'll take it out. But it's done. All it has to do is chill, and then it's ready to eat. So we'll see you after it's chilled. Well, with the magic of video, it's the next day. I covered it up, I put it in the refrigerator, I let it chill overnight, and now it's the next day, of course, and here it is. If you look at it, it's got a beautiful, rich, dark chocolate brown color, and I don't know if you can see, look real close. You can see there's like bubbles in the top, and that's the air that we whipped into the egg whites. That's what I was telling you. You don't want to break that down. That gives it that light fluffiness. So without further ado, let's give this a taste and see how it turned out. Normally I would make a whipped cream to put on the top of it. I didn't this time. I just want the chocolate, okay? But make a nice bourbon Madagascar whipped cream or something like that for the top, and it just goes fantastic with the chocolate mousse. Or just a regular whipped cream with some vanilla extract added as a flavor, or you could put some lemon zest or something like that in the whipped cream. That is excellent as well. So let's go ahead and give this a taste. Oh, look at that. That looks delicious. Let's go ahead. Oh. It's super rich, super chocolatey. It's really light though. It's not heavy, like, you know, just a real heavy dessert. It's a very light, fluffy, creamy dessert. It's excellent. Has excellent flavor. It's really rich chocolate. That espresso powder added to it doesn't taste like coffee. It just enhances that chocolate flavor. I can't even stress enough how adding espresso powder to any chocolate dessert you make is going to just enhance that chocolate flavor without making it taste like coffee. Now you can add more than I put 2 teaspoons in, right? If you wanted to actually get the coffee flavor, add more. But I didn't want the coffee flavor. I just wanted it to enhance the chocolate, and it did exactly that. It is super rich chocolate flavor. Well, I'm gonna finish eating this because it's delicious, and I want to just hope that each and every one of you try this out. I'm telling you, chocolate mousse is super easy to make, super quick, and it's just incredibly delicious. So please try this out. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section. I make it a point to reply to every comment, and I really enjoy reading the comments. So please comment. Please like this video if it was informative and you enjoyed it and you're going to try it out. Please like the video, and if you haven't already, tap that subscribe button. I believe it's right over there in that corner. So hey, subscribe, like, comment, and as always, enjoy cooking. Thank you.